Wow, this is totally unbelievable. I saw this. I was late at least a day or two, but John Troy, the mayor of Toronto, which I should have known. I should have been following some Toronto news or something, right? But he has resigned because he had an affair with somebody, right? And this guy is like 68 years old. He's not exactly super young, but the person that he had an affair with was only 31 years old. You gotta be thinking, wow, you know, like what was the girl thinking, right? I mean, this is like a mutual relationship too, right? To sort of speak. And they're not releasing the details of who it was, right? The mayor was one of them, but they never released the information on who the female was, right? And that is just unfair. That's what I think. Because the thing is, they're both city employees, right? Which means we're paying for them. And they're committing this. I don't even know if I should say it's a crime, but they're committing this act here on city pay, and they're letting the girl off like pretty much. She's not 16; she's 31 years old, right? According to the news, anyways. And apparently, the Toronto Star broke the news. So how did the Toronto Star know? That is the bigger question. And as far as I know, I don't know. Nobody knows. They haven't been talking about it. But how did Toronto Star know? Was it because the girl went and submitted the news or something? It's kind of really strange how this thing is unfolding, and you're only hearing one side, right? You're only hearing the mayor. Obviously, he did something wrong, and especially on city pay, which is why I believe that these, all information, they should be investigated, and then all of the information should be released to the public because they are public workers, right? They work for the city, they work for us, and we pay for their salary. So, anyways, this guy, which I did contact before, right, is very interesting because I did contact him before, and he did kind of personally help forward my concern to the TTC, which is really also really funny because I made this concern out a year ago or 2 years ago, and I wrote to the CEO or whatever his name and of the TTC, and not far off, 2 years later, you hear like there's so many crime and stuff on the TTC. But anyway, so I did kind of got a response from him, which I did appreciate. But I don't appreciate where obviously him being a city worker, he's not doing something for the city when he's doing this thing. And not only that, he represents the city pretty bad, right? Because you know, it's like you're cheating on your wife, and he's not exactly super like old too, right? I don't even know where the girl is, but I'm in my 30s, so I'm around her age. And if I had to be honest with you, a person that goes work for the city, right, and this is like one of his assistant kind of thing, and at the same time she's living in Toronto, and then at the same time, right, I guess she left to work in another city, and like as a public servant again, which I do not believe should be possible. If they done these things, right, they should be named and basically banned from working for the city ever, forever, right? Who knows if she was trying to climb the corporate ladder or something, um, right? And I saw this. Now, this person, right? I don't even remember if it was this person. I know most of the Asian, what do you call it? I volunteered before, right? I know most of the Asian, like I don't even know what to call them, but I worked with the Jack Layton's wife before, and I worked with her before when I was younger. This was like 10 or 15 years ago. No, actually, it was more than 15 years ago, right? When I was really young. So I worked with them before, and first of all, I know one of the other women. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it actually. I mean, I think it makes them look bad. So I'm not gonna say it. But anyway, so this person was like saying Troy was her boss, right? And this is an abuse of power. Well, this is a mutual relationship, unfortunately, because the woman uh, moved somewhere else, and nobody knows, right? Let me find the place where it says that she moved somewhere else. Blah 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 blah. But basically, I already read it, right? So now they're giving a history of his life. I mean, like I care about this. But anyways, they're not releasing the woman's name, but I think that they should release the woman's name because I think that's only fair since they're being paid as a public servant, and yeah, who is this woman? Here we go. All right, so this is funny. So, anyways, the focus for now should be on Troy and not his action and his actions and not hers, right? Why? Right? Why would it focus on only his action? This is a two-way thing, Obviously, she I don't know, she accepted this and was like okay with it, and nobody knows what she was trying to do because she is young. She has option, right? And why would she do start this relationship thing? And who knows if she's married or not, right? Why only focus on this old guy when this is a two-way thing? So, but the CBC is not very objective. They don't stand in the middle. They just want to trash one side. They just want to trash people they don't like. And, it's quite concerning to me that they don't want to release two city workers. Again, they're being paid by us, which is the public, right? So they're both being paid, and they're both being paid to cheat on having fun together on city time, which they should be working for us, unfortunately. But anyways, nobody knows who this woman is, and I'm saying woman instead of girl because she is not 18 or she's not 16. She is 31 years old, and being a 31-year-old, obviously, like I was saying, right? I'm around that age, which means that hey, I pretty much know how they think, right? Not all of them, but I pretty much know what's happening. The cost of living and everything. So nobody knows who this woman is, and I believe it's only fair that she be named, right? It's only fair because again, she is a city worker, and now she's just going to another city. How do you know that this woman isn't going to have another fair at another city, right? Who knows, right? It's not like it didn't happen. It happened. I mean, she's not 18 again. She's 31, so she's a full-grown adult. It's not like she accidentally made a mistake, and that's why the mayor is losing his job and losing his position because it's not like he accidentally made a mistake. He's 68. He's not 18, right? So they should be named. But this is huge news. I think there's always something interesting with Toronto. I mean, you have Rob Ford doing cocaine before, and now you have John Troy, and I don't know who else the other person was, but basically this was a very, very interesting news to me because I didn't even know about it until later. And I'm trying to search for who this woman is, and it's like censored. It's like completely censored. All you see is she's 31 years old, and then they don't even tell you how this news came to be. So they're all very suspicious.